We got that.
Please. We already got our 5 seconds of content. Right?
Take that out. Nope.
What's up, you jabronis? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a very special guest.
Trevor Bauer.
Trevor fucking Bauer, baby. What are you? You're a vlogger?
Yeah, professional YouTuber, amateur weightlifter.
Amateur baseball player, and a professional
and full-time
YouTuber.
troll.
So today's content is roasting a bunch of pitching jabronis. Sponsor G Fuel, baby. Drink G Fuel or die. Use my code King of Gco to get 10% off. Anyways, let's get back to the video.
Let's do it. I expect to see you bring your A game or your G game,
G
game, and roast some people. I'm gonna give some constructive
criticism.
feedback, right?
All right, so at Starlin Cordero _25, he's a Dominican kid.
Let's
send me
go.
his message. Let's go, baby. Dominicans,
All the way from the
obviously, they all
Dominican.
know,
I bet you he
gas.
throws fuel.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, so we don't
there's-
have to look at this. This is
Yeah, there's probably nothing to even roast here. Oh, let's go,
That was
dude.
fucking easy, bro. Like, what?
How hard was that?
I don't know.
97? It sounded hard. Did you hear that glove pop?
Just because you're Dominican, right? 97. This is 97.
Got the shades.
He's balling, bro. Like, he's balling. I love the background noise. He's wearing shades on the mound. That's badass. You know you're a badass when you're wearing shades.
Yeah, if you're wearing
on the
shades on the mound. Also, we got Carlos Santana leggings with the baseball shorts, pants, tights over here. It's a great look. I'm in on it. Very good.
All right, okay. You're the same way. You need to fucking eat more food, you jabronis. I don't know why you guys are so fucking skinny. Eat some food, gains, more mass.
You gotta leave.
What?
You gotta leave more food for the jabronis to eat, dude. You can't be eating
Hey,
it all.
man, come on. What do you mean? I'm only 270. It's healthy. You know, it's fine. More mass, more gas. Don't ever forget.
We see here, good leg lift, good drop in here.
Yep.
I mean, there's
That's
really,
pretty good.
honestly, there's really nothing I see here.
Right.
Like, really clean mechanics.
Yep.
Very athletic.
And,
Clearly, the arm,
compared to the
arm
original
works.
one, the pelvis, right?
Yeah. If we want to look at that, if you see right here,
I mean, that's
the front leg is
stacked.
up, but
Yeah.
he's straight up and down. He's
Right.
not like leaning back.
Right.
So now when his hip comes down, you can see it right away.
Yeah,
His hips are
stacked.
level, and so he can actually start rotating the back hip early.
Which looks like he's doing it already.
Yep.
You know, like.
Yep, into foot plant. The one thing, if I have to be super critical, and it's not something big, but right here we're stacked, and then this next, you can see there's some leaning over here towards first base. So we're kind of in this position, and then we're kind of in this position. So you're just leaking a little bit of energy towards first, which is taking away from the energy going to home.
Exactly.
But I mean, I was way worse than that at that age. So
I mean,
honestly,
that's pretty fucking impressive.
high grades right here.
And to be honest, before we even watched this video, we knew we were gonna be good. You know what I mean? Dominican Republic, they just ball out. They just move so differently, but so efficiently. You know, some of these guys are like, they're not in the greatest shape in the world, but they throw gas and hit tanks. We have a professional, our first professional, Bradley Gonzalez. He's actually gonna be here at the facility pretty soon to train and everything. He's in his Mexican league, I believe, competing right now. But yeah, he's a pro. He throws gas, but he's just like, roast me. I'm like, all right, motherfucker, I can definitely do that. So we're gonna be extremely harsh on this
Extremely
motherfucker
critical.
because he's a pro. You know, so let's see what he's got. Okay, timeout. Number one, why are you checking the first base? There's no runners. Look at it. That's eyewash, guys. All right, don't fucking do that. Don't. All right. You're a pro, like there's no runners. Like, what do you? Just play. just cut. Man, what are we doing?
That looked like about 89. That's good. All
The
right.
guy throws 80 poo.
All right.
Sucks.
It was probably like 95,
Yeah,
honestly, if we're being honest here. Let's see what we got. Let's get this here. Okay. Pretty good leg lift.
Yep.
You guys see here, pelvis is pretty darn level.
Right.
No problems. Little pushy.
Pushy, yeah.
Little pushy. Still gets to a pretty good position. A little bit of a jump. Reminds me a little bit of like Carter Capps.
Right. Yeah.
Off the mound.
Right. Yeah, he's like way out in front when he like lands. Like he's pretty far out in front.
Yeah,
Huh?
I mean you see the rubber's like way back here. So there's a little bit of a jump. Front foot comes down. I think the torso a little bit open here.
Right.
Leaning forward a little bit, little turned open. I'd like to see the torso at At this point with the front foot, you can see, it's up right there and he lands right there. I'd like to see the torso in this position when the front foot is in that position.
Gotcha, so that it's
a little bit
more,
better
a
timed.
little more stacked.
Right. And then, he kind of ducks his head off over here
Right.
to first base and like is throwing kind of blind. And I think that's part of the reason is that he's just a little bit early with the torso.
Right.
So then the only thing he has left when his front foot hits is to kind of do this.
Right, right.
Yeah.
All
Don't
right.
check first when there's no runners on base.
Yeah, don't ever fucking do that. Don't make us do that to you, all right? That's gonna be funny when he just zooms in. Just all right, next. All right, next. What we got? We have at Alex _Sweetser 10. He's a lefty. And I've seen this guy's video. Actually, it's pretty fucking awesome. He's got this most. All right,
We got
so
a
what
lefty Clevenger over here.
Yes.
We're not giving him Josh Hader quite yet. Got to put it in a man bun.
Oh, he's doing the same thing. He's doing the same-
Okay, timeout. Who are we checking, dude? I guarantee you there's a fence right here.
Yeah, there's
Well, I mean,
no
what-
one. There's no one even playing. Maybe he's on.
You can tell. He looks sad about it. He looks sad about
What
it.
are
He
we
just
doing right
checked
now?
the runner 4 times and he's like, I don't know why I did that. I'm depressed about
I
it.
want to meme this right now. just meme right here.
That's great. That's
Yikes.
great. All right. What do we got? Let's give
So
some.
this is what we got. Let's actually see the mechanics.
First thing I noticed, my dude's got my leg lift here. The straight leg
Yes,
swing,
and then- yep.
swing to the tuck in right there. I love
Yep.
that. And then kick back out. A nice little rhythmic mechanism for the delivery. We got this front hip elevated. Let's see what kind of position we get into. Okay. So this is interesting. So if you're going to have a front hip elevated,
Yep.
you kind of have to collapse this back knee if you're going
Right.
to get the hips to rotate.
Right.
So this might be his mechanism for
Okay.
cheating the elevated front hip and
Right.
still rotating the hips. Because you can see he actually gets a decent amount of hip rotation here. Now how he gets there isn't ideal, let's
Right.
say, but like the hips are open at
Right.
landing.
Right.
Only problem is
He
that
does a terrible job blocking. I think
Yep.
that's his main issue.
we slide a little bit here,
I mean, look, there's no bracing at all.
right?
Just like a fucking.
And by the time we get full weight in the foot, which happens right here,
Right.
look at where the torso's at.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that part of that reason is, we are kind of collapsing this back knee in.
Right.
And then we have this moment where we're kind of like floating through the air, waiting to hit the ground, but the torso's already going. Right. So timing is definitely an issue here. Let's look at the upper half. Arm action actually works pretty well for what it's given with the torso.
Yep. What do you think about the glove side?
Yeah.
I think his glove side can be much because he's like basically just holding it here. So I feel like he's like
Yeah.
holding himself from like actually rotating.
Right. And that's one thing that we should talk about a little bit is like this glove side is meant to like pull. So you get this like stretch across the chest, then the glove side firms up over here,
Right.
and then everything snaps forward.
Right.
Right. What we got right here is we're like holding the glove side here and
Exactly.
firm, and that
Right.
blocks your rotation.
Right.
So you can't rotate. So everything then becomes a push.
It's a very pushy, just
Yeah.
like from here, like this way.
Yep. And
Instead
you
of
can see,
like you want to rotate like that.
right.
Overall, not pathetic. Just the hair's gotta go. Don't do that.
I'm just saying,
Just
if you're gonna
cut
have
it.
hair
Is that a
like
goatee
this,
too? Like what do we? That's gotta go too. All right. You can't have a goatee when you throw 99. All right. You put that when you throw fucking 80 poo. All right. So don't ever do that.
yeah, if you're gonna have hair like this, it's got to be upper nines.
It's gotta be. It has to be.
That's
you know?
why I'm growing mine out.
Yeah,
I'm trying
just-
to trick myself. I'm forcing myself to throw upper nines next
Yeah,
year.
so he's gotta grow a fucking fat ass mop just so that he's like, I have to throw gas now. If not, like I'm a
Absolutely.
clown. You know, like
yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Next is from at Ashton.King00.
00. This better be a 100. Let's see these. Let's see this view. up
Usually when there's 00, usually not good. So let's see what we got. Front view, it's a little bit tough. Why would you send me that? I actually have not seen this video, even though I downloaded it. I just downloaded it.
Can we see that
fucking,
again?
That's fucking hilarious. The ball's not even hit hard. What are you doing, bro? Like,
He threw him a changeup. He got him. He's like trying to catch it.
yikes.
and-
I mean,
look, he like got his glove there, and then the
it's
ball
like-
wasn't there. And he's like,
this is giving me yips right now. I don't know what to do. Like, I don't even know how we can.
do we have another video submission for this one?
Yeah, I think we do. But we'll do one more. But Ashton, what are we doing, bro? Fuck. Not a great angle at all, but we're just gonna do our best to break it down. See what we
Yep.
got, Trev.
good start here with the hips, maintaining pretty level. Get into the back leg a little bit. Hips actually are turning over pretty well right here.
Okay.
See that? Front foot gets down, but we can already see the arm. We're on the open side. The torso is just way open. So let's just try to maintain this torso, pin the back shoulder back a little bit. Just keep that thing closed as long as possible. It's going to feel like you're never going to throw, but you got to keep that thing back, because if we can get that shoulder to stay back, the lower half is actually functioning really well. Hard to see. It looks like the block, we got a little leakage here, little leakage there.
I think he opens with his foot like pretty open, so I think that's why he look like, he's like pretty open, not like flat. I think that might be why he's like losing some of that, and also he comes out of balance a little bit. When you do that, you lose a lot of the energy through the kinetic chain on you, especially when you're bracing. Like you said, number 4 things, and one of the most important at the end is the block, right? So your front foot, that's when you transfer all that energy to your throwing. So
it's hard though to block when we get our full weight down on our front foot here or there, and we see the torso's already open. So it's hard to block because your body knows you're trying to throw, and you just sink into it and push now, because you can only push in this position. So.
And again, you see a lot so far, guys, a lot of pushing action compared to rotating and using the rotational energy to throw.
Absolutely.
That's something, again, we're still trying to learn and to do more of. That's why we do so much in our training. Emphasis is a lot of rotational work, and you do a lot of rotational work as well.
Nonstop.
What are some workouts that you do that helps with the rotational power?
Honestly, so if you're a righty, go play shortstop. Take balls in the backhand hole and try to throw it over to first.
Interesting.
So, and set a timer. Like, you got to throw the guy out at first. You got like 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds, depending on the level, So take a ground ball to the backhand, really quick, and turn and throw it to first. And that's about the best drill you can do, because you're forcing your hips to rotate first. You're forcing your torso to come around. The scap's going to get pinched back. It's a drill I do every single day. That and pick-off moves to first base, but when you do it, gain some ground towards first base. So you're not just kind of swiveling your feet in one position. You're like swiveling and stepping towards first, and just rotate.
Interesting. Next, see what we got at Robbie_Shifford. See what we got here. We got a little pocket radar action.
Oh, this got to be fuego. We got the pocket radar out.
Let's go.
This dude's trying to throw hard.
This
you can tell. Look
like
at the
so
hair.
Juiced up right now.
Oh.
You're
I
young,
love that
so
energy.
like I do love the energy, but
I love the energy.
Never get excited for 80. But if you're like at that age, you never thrown 80.
If you're 10 and you've never thrown 80, you can't get excited for 80?
No, I mean, that's fine. It's just 80s.
80 is 80.
80's 80.
We all know what 80 is.
There's only so much that 80 is going to get me going. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure.
I
understand.
I respect the energy.
I love the finish. I mean, this
I
is
love that he's got the hop.
Dude,
like,
this
like
is the king of JUCO. Look at this. This is a king of JUCO.
This is a king of JUCO.
Look at that.
Here.
He's fired up.
Yep.
What are the shoes though, man?
I don't know. He's wearing Vans right now.
Are we Michael Lorenzen in the Vans here?
Dude, let's clean that up a little bit.
Michael Lorenzen's Vans are sick,
but
they have cleats on them.
Yeah, they don't. These are
just flat bottom Vans.
You use those for deadlifts, and that's about it. All right, that's about all you can use for. Again, love the energy, man. I mean, fuck, he got fired up. It kind of fires me up. But 80's 80, Like I just don't know what to tell you. I love the short shorts, my guy. I'm rocking the short shorts too. But hey. Your legs are a little too small for that. Make sure you're squatting over 5 bills to be able to wear short shorts. You know what I'm saying? Look at these. Boom. So let's go. Look at this. These are short, man. I mean, these are tight, too.
Do we have a little, is this a little shoulder? I can't tell. Look at this little like shimmy.
Yeah.
He's like feeling himself.
He's almost like a Cueto and then Gagne in the mix.
So we got this rhythm. We got some heel tapping going on here. I like that. Very rhythmical.
He looks like very hyped up right now.
He wants to throw so hard here, and I love that energy out of him.
100%. And we can tell.
He's getting after it.
Right.
He's got this high leg kick.
Yep.
I mean, there's a little quad there.
There's a little meat there, but I mean,
a little bit.
Let's know to clean it up a little bit,
Long stride.
Very long.
Pretty good rotation.
Look at that hop at the end.
That's the Clevenger hop. That's a Clevenger position. He's like a combination of Clevenger right here with some Cueto early on.
Like the rhythm though, like Clevenger just got a little bit of that going on too, right?
There's some of that in there. 80.
All
right.
Just 80. Hey, to go back to 80. Just
Yeah, let's go back to 80.
just,
My dude, if we can make this say 9, if we can get a 9 right there, can we just erase this little
this guy right here
piece for him?
Never happened.
Just,
so
yeah.
it looks like a 90, right?
It looks like
90.
It looks like 9.
So when you're 90, you can get excited. All right, 80 just not gonna. Like I appreciate the energy, but for me, like looking at it, it's just not gonna get me going. If that makes any sense.
So one thing, it's hard to see because we can't even see part of the
horrible
right
job
here.
filming, by the way. Like, is filming that fucking hard? It's not that hard.
I think we got this elevated front hip.
Again, yeah.
Elevated front hip here. He's trying to ride that out. You can see this backside here, not really rotating, pushing with this
Pretty
leg.
pushy, yeah.
By
Very
the time we get down,
like straight leg. Right?
straight leg. Great job of delaying the torso here. You can see that front foot is down. This is still back.
Still back, right.
Right. So we got the upper body part here. The arm is working. The glove is working. That all looks great. Let's get a little bit more depth in this back leg by sinking this front hip down. Just keep it level. That'll help your back leg rotate, and you'll get to that.
More rotational too.
Think more rotation on the lower half, and we'll finally get to this. We'll get that to be a 9-0.
Hell yeah! Hey, the hop is amazing at the end. I love that. Like a lot of Dominican guys do that too, and I just love that because when you throw so hard, you give so much energy. Boom! You know, it's almost like a pimp job. You know what I'm saying? I fucking love that.
Yeah.
Clevenger's got that. Like a lot of these guys have that, and I fucking love it. You
Absolutely.
know? Like, that's great. So
Yeah.
keep that.
In all honesty, the energy in this video, the intent to throw hard, outstanding.
Yep. And
Keep
again,
on.
train to throw hard if you want to throw fucking hard.
Absolutely.
Simple as that.
Okay, so we have been breaking down the mechanics. If you've taken offense to anything that we've said today, that's not the point. We're just trying to have some fun. We're just trying to have some fun, trying to give you some constructive feedback, laugh about stuff, and then just enjoy the game, spread the game. So thank you guys all for submitting your videos. Hopefully you took something from it and can get better. If you do take something from it, take some videos, show us that you're working on some stuff, and send some more videos our way. We'd love to look at them, and we'll see y'all in the next video.
No! Damn it! I got.